There we go. Beautiful fish. PB wrap. Yo yo, we're finally here. The Three Rings fishery in France. Got here at about 3 o'clock yesterday. Didn't really give us much time to investigate the lake out in the boat, so for last night we just used our bait boats, just put some rigs out in likely looking areas really. I managed to get a mid-20 common at about 10 o'clock last night, and Steve followed that up with a 39-pound mirror, so cracking start to the trip. Today is all about going out in the boat, investigating the lake, trying to find some good spots really to put a bit of bait on. First full day, second fish, another small carp, 22 pounds. But a nice looking one. There we go. Get a couple of pictures of that little one, get the rod straight back out, see if we can get something a bit bigger. Lovely. $29.8, biggest for me so far on the pop-up this one, so here we go. Good morning, it is now Monday. We've all had some fish now, all three of us, so that's good. Pressure's off for John. Biggest still being Steve's first one at 39 pounds, so that's what we're aiming to beat now. I've had 3 fish, but 2 of them like just 20 pounders, and then had 29 last night, so pretty hectic night really. Chill out days today. One thing I have noticed about this lake is that it does have crayfish. So on the website it says that there isn't any. Yeah, just bear that in mind because we didn't bring any sort of wrap or anything for our hook bait. So it's not too bad. There's obviously not a lot of them in here, but just one thing to watch out for if you do book this lake. In a bit.
35.5 on the nose.
-3, so 32.5.
Nice.
Well done. Happy days.
That's it.
Well done, mate. How much does it weigh?
32 and a half.
32 and a half. Get in. 22. Nice looking fish, that. Very nice. Come on, a carp. So yeah, here's a little tour of the chalet and this first peg here. So this is the only point here that you can drive on the whole lake. So you've got park here and unload. We've opted to fish here. One, it's got everything here. And two, we can cover quite a bit of the water and still have a social. So it's definitely our best option. This is the little hut or chalet, whatever you want to call it. Inside you've got this gas cooker, which is quite cool. Haven't really used it, but it's there. You've got a bit of cutlery, stuff like that knocking about. Microwave. Down here you've got a freezer, but to be honest it's more like a decent fridge. And then you've got a fridge here. It's just warm, it's more like a cupboard really, so we're not using that. Charging unit. It's done the job so far, it's alright. Table here, a bit messy. Rained last night, chucked everything in here quickly to stop it getting wet. Little sofa, I suppose if the weather's really bad and you want to chill out in here. It's quite nice really. It's not luxury, but it's alright, it does a job right. So, walking around the back now. Got this nice little river that runs down the side of the lake. It's quite nice. There is some fish in there. We haven't tried fishing for them, but if you brought a little spare rod or something, and the days are a bit slow, you can have a little go for some chub or whatever's in there. This is a shower. When we turned up, it was really nice and clean. So fair play. It's got this boiler here as well, so you haven't got to worry about the hot water running out. So a little bit further on, you've got the toilet. Have a look at that. You sit there, and there's about a 6-foot drop onto the edge of the river, where all your stuff goes. Just on dark, new PB, £40, 1 ounce. Have some of that. Good morning. It is a very, very wet Wednesday morning. However, just down there, I've got myself another one in the sleeve. So we'll get that out in a minute and have a look. £31, mirror, nice one that. Get a few pictures, get them straight back. Happy days. For now, I'm gonna have a little stroll around the lake, show you the other little spots, the other pegs. It's really nice down here, so I'll turn the camera around, you can have a look. So this is the next bit of lake you get to. It's like a little pool round here. So see that bit? A little gateway there. I'm fishing the other side of that on the other bank, hoping to get some fish passing through. But it looks good round here. I think a bit further on there's actually a gravel swim to fish this bit. So we're going to have a look at that. So here we go, big peg here, a double swim. I was going to say bark, but it's more like odd crappy bits of wood, quite rough. But it's still a proper peg. Some nice fishing options from here as well. So a couple of boats around here as well. Right, I'll keep walking round and then I'll stop off at the next bit. This is a nice little bay round here. There's no designated swims of such, but I'm guessing you can fish down here. We've also got this little spit here. So I think, well, it says on the website that this used to be 3 lakes, hence the 3 rings. And I think this was one of the banks that they cut through to join the lakes together. But I'll tell you what, if you could be bothered to get round here and set up on here, you've got a lot of water, a lot of options. So this is the opposite side from where we are. Zoom in over there. Just over there. That's where we are. I'm not going to walk round any further, round that way, because you can't get through. Well, you can, but you have to climb over a fence. And it's covered in thorns. I'm not doing that now. So I'm going to walk all the way back round. But that's a lake. It's quite a nice lake, to be fair. I like it. And there's a fair bit of weed, makes it a bit of a challenge. I quite like that. Not used to fishing in weed much, so something new is always good. Learn a bit more.
The rods came in as it was mine and John's turn to do the supermarket run, which is less than a 10-minute drive away. Grabbing a load of meat for the barbecue and stocking up on beers, we also had to get a few items specially requested by Steve, which left us both a little bit embarrassed at the checkout. But before we knew it, we was back on the road and back down the lake. The rods went back out later on in the afternoon as we opted to rest the swims for most of the day, using the bait boats full of maize and the bug boilie from DNA. The traps were set. Now we just need to wait and see what the night will bring.
Shush it! Yeah, that worked, does it?
That's a bit less than that.
Oh,
Like that heavy, John.
that?
Right, put your foot behind the post.
I've got it, but I lost my balance. 28 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah?
28 and a half. Yeah, we'll call it that.
Nice.
Well done, John.
Oh,
Play with it. Get you wet.
I don't play with anything, Steve, unless it does get me wet. That was on the video.
Yeah, it was on the video, yeah. What's going on? Not cutting that out.
One of 2 fish last night, 28 and a half.
You lift it up a bit, will it not let you? Yeah, nice. Cool.
Photo done?
Yeah, I'll do some photos. Just put it back down.
I may just get it out quick.
Cuddling it.
You don't want to let it go. Right.
Nice.
What's my other one from last night? 34.12. Bang in. Bosh.
Get in. Wicked.
Whoop whoop. PB grass carp.
Let's play a different game. Fire it all up again. Fire up my heart again. For me to lose, I know I'm the one to stay. I'll run away again, running away again, till I see the you.
There we go. Lovely looking little mirror, but tiny. Not why we come to France, but nevertheless, nice little fish to wake up to in the morning. £39 grassy. Have a look, will you? Look at it. Size of it. Lovely. Get in. Get in. It's now Thursday. The trip is coming to an end. Just got today and tomorrow, and then we're off. So far we've had 13 fish between us. I've had 7, John's had 4, Steve's had 2. So we've still got a bit of time. Hopefully we can get something a bit bigger. I'll say a lot of the fish have been high 20s really. The occasional 30 chucked in there. The grassies are quite nice. John's never had a grassy, so that's a nice bonus for him for this trip. But the lake don't really do anything in the day. It sort of comes alive at about 6 o'clock in the evening. So the boys have already been out in the boat. They've put a load of bait out over their spots this morning. I'm trying something different. I'm just loading up the hopper on the bait boat and just fishing for a bite really. Hoping that the fish come through that little gap I'm fishing and come across my bait and nothing else. So that's the plan going into the next 2 days. The last 2 days, shall I say. So fingers crossed and get ourselves a monster. Bye for now. There we go. Just saying how nothing comes out in the daytime. Just over £24. Beautiful fish. There we go, £38 grassy on the last night. Nice fish that, very nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, just... What you got, John? Little tench?
I've got a little tent.
Oh, it's not even a big tent. It's just a potential point.
He's gonna let it.
I'm not letting it.
I'm not touching it.
I'm not touching it. It's a tiny little tent, that is. What a shame. I tried to snap his rod. Come on, John, sort it out. Come here, do you want me to help? Come here. You're not getting my sling wet, though. Oh, it's massive. Oh, God, sorry.
You alright?
Yeah.
Do you want a hand?
Can we get the scales? Get the scales.
I reckon that could be a record 10.
I don't think we've got any scales big enough.
I've got my water bottle coming out.
Let's have a look.
I've got my water bottle coming out. Cropper nailed in its corner. Well done, John. Got us up for £1.5 tench. The water bottle's getting colder. John, just a little tip, when you do water bottles, let the air out, mate. What, do you want to
Weigh it, no.
weigh it?
No.
Alright, see you later.
Right, yeah, no.
Hold on, I haven't got a torch on.
What's wrong with white?
Well, Steve, last fish of the trip, £22.